Hello. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, evening, whatever time zone the world you all are. It's your Blue Archive Gacha where beginner artist self-proclaimed and your boy Tosanyu. Welcome to the stream. For today I will be doing here Blue Archive. It's a tactical mobile gacha RPG game. Something to do with like epic anime girls, guns, and like the youth, but in this time it's like the crossover between like epic anime girls using guns versus mechas or something in this case here of this main story part. And this is like here the operational event Steel Continent, and I was like waiting for there to things to progress because it was like a world trade kind of, and it was basically waiting to get like the HP to 0%, and since like 6 hours or so, around 6 hours ago, they reached finally 0%. So means today I have to stream that before like the next update comes, and then this will get overwritten, you know. So I think I will go on with that. And after this one is done, it can unlock like one episode in the volume EX Decagrammaton or so, where I can read the news episode that can only be unlocked by defeating Malkov. So gonna jump into that, and then let's see how this will go. Malkov final battle. I'm gonna send in my favorite students. The thing is, like in this kind of world trade, the relationship rank buff is on. So which means the higher the bond level of your students are, the more damage they will do. I think I will go all in with a user. Then I call it a day. I'm gonna hyper buff it, I think. This is to increase crit. This is also to increase crit. Then in user, I'm gonna set in Shin, and then I'm gonna crit mode, I suppose. Shin, Sherino, I could like set in Hare. Compared to like the D difficulty, which is 120 million or so, this Malkov has like around 1.2 or like 120 million, so 1000 HP. So not too much like going on there. And like see. I think I can use like Seiya. And use both versions actually. So the cycle will be Seiya, this Seiya, and use an Akko. Yeah, something like this I could do. Seiya, Seiya, user. Formation will not matter much, I think. Okay, let's read this one. Okay, new music. Epic music or so. Please forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And forgive us all debts, as we also have forgiven all debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. Evil? It's like something from the Bible. Bringe mich nicht Versuchung, sondern löse mich von dem Bösen. Something like that in German. Relieve us from the evil? I don't know like if it should be written like that. I could like do a screenshot of that, I suppose. And that's it. 3 sentences, that's it. It's pretty short. Oh, it was pretty short. But I suppose she has not much personality, so yeah. From what I could like judge from reading previous chapters, previous episodes or so. We're gonna watch the cutscene here. It's pretty epic. The outside is cool, the inside is like pretty empty though. But yeah, at least they made like the visuals and like animations, so. So. Yep, okay. Didn't even have to use the X skill. Yep, okay. That's it. Use the queen too strong. And now, from there on, you can like, continue further stuff. So we defeated Markov. Are we like still like playing out the battle as if? It flew up again. Ryo, how long can my suit hold out? Other maximum outputs? Well, you're going to go regardless of my answer. Leave it to me, Arise. Just come back safely. Thank you, Ryo. I'll be off then. Thank you, Mario. Okay. We see like a frame for an animation. I wouldn't call it illustration, but it's a frame for animation. It's like Marco flying in the air, Arise like following her. And for Marco, yeah, look like more power. There's some lens and shield shape like stuff around her and turrets and so. Princess, I must ask, why is it you seek out such suffering? Seek out suffering? Living is suffering. You cannot avert your eyes from such simple truth. You know... you know... He's kind of like, why have you been... Why did you consider being born? Why not die or something like that? Life is suffering, right? Why do you still live? Isn't it obvious? I don't know. Even she's dumb. The big head to like showcase big brain is just a show. Inside it's empty. It's not like that Millennium is like living like a harsh childhood or whatever. They have it pretty good. You guys are dumb. Why do we bother with you? We were not born out of our own will, but rather as ignorant beings forced into existence. My cuff. I have to catch up to her. She's like a musclehead, so like strong but not like this smart really. It's my cuff. Okay. Please wait. I just want to talk. So we have like a animation from Arise before, and from Markov. They're still in the air. You truly are relentless. In birth, not even our names are ours to choose. This life you so desperately cling to, it is one filled with contradictions which demand pain from its participants. Yet you dare judge us for wishing to end the cycle of suffering? In a world where our names are not our own, such suffering is simply inevitability. But that is... I do not agree with that at all. Oh, they're showing her cake. There are explosions behind Arise. And like this thruster here is like, yeah, okay. Like an animation frame. And on what basis? That is... well... not yet. Just a bit more. You need not answer. But it is simple. Because as long as living being remains as a living being, no answer to that question can ever exist. Now we see armpit from Arise while she's like taking a hit and is getting knocked back from the explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arise? Arise! Do not come here. It is dangerous.
Well, they cannot come up here because she's way too up high.
Oh, Oni-sama, sorry to say this, but there's a problem with the thrust vectoring nozzle. There's no problem with the flight output, but to be honest, here maintaining stability is difficult.
I see. I'm sorry, I'm soft and all. My maneuvers were too violent.
No, it's okay, Oni-sama. We're the ones who aren't doing enough to help.
What is your recommendation, Soph?
Land if you can. We convert the energy we're using for flight to firepower instead. They won't be able to hold a candle to you.
Understood.
We're keeping close track of all your vitals. We're going to give you everything we have.
Thank you, everyone. Finally, there she is. So she landed. Do you think she's here to say hi? Again, focus please. Do you see something, Kay? Yes, Aris and I can see, but I wish I could share my vision input with you, but in a way, I'm glad you aren't seeing this. Is something happening with Markov? That's... Oh, Aris's RB issue is like not with her anymore. So TLDR like roughly he defeated her like in this kind of battle thingy, the wall trade stuff. And then Marco did fly upwards. Arisa wanted to talk her, so she did fly beside her. Marco put on some questions regarding life, you know. Let's say TLDR, life is not a character-select screen. I can like decide your fate, but you are like being thrown life like via with random stats, random spawn, and with random like parents, you know, kind of. And she kind of like sees that, you know, isn't it suffering? Why living this kind of life, you know? Why kind of like throwing Arisa off, you know, like an explosion. She's getting thrown back. She just wanted to talk, but Markov is like kind of like shutting off any kind of answer. And then the Gakis kind of like recommend, hey, land. We're gonna make sure that you have all the energy to fire like big beam or whatever. And then yeah, kind of now we're in the situation. Arisa is like kind of like, you know, pretty disarmed, not armed Arisa anymore, and yeah. Arisa?
It is okay, Sensei. Really. Please get out of harm's way. I will deal with her, with Markov. I know now. This fight was always mine to fight.
What do you mean by that?
You know soon enough, but I can't say this for sure. Right now the land, sky, and even the air we breathe, all of it is being consumed by Markov.
Ah, she's preparing like a spirit bomb, or like a spirit beam in a sense. Genki Dama, Genki beam.
Incoming!
Okay, we see like a thing animation frame, and we have like a beam battle, like Kamehameha versus another Kamehameha in a sense. Marcus, she's shooting out from her lance also a beam. It's colliding with Aris's blinding light, or like Hikario, like the beam from the spot of light. They're like kind of like center-ish.
Yes, I'm doing everything I can. And all remaining potentials converge upon this continent. Creation comes on the first light. On wisdom through intellect to beauty. Radiance and wisdom, love and mercy, strength and virtue, and finally the victory to be attained.
Okay, we see another animation frame. Where we see Marco's back while she's still shooting the beam.
Jehovah, save out, Lord of hosts. Glory to the pilgrim, Adonai Melech who reached the throne. To the kingdom, Markov that has awaited us since.
Okay, she's being pushed back.
This is bad. I'm being pushed back.
I remember like seeing this in the PV. It was like a really short moment in the PV, but they kind of like tried to check it out like in the visual novel storytelling style. But I think like pretty much that Markov's still like at a disadvantage. The thing is like that K absorbed the power of like a lot of the proof threats, you know? Or like Netzach and Markov are like left, kind of. It's still a lot of power, but probably not enough, right? If K is gonna help her. It's like a lot of action, a lot of Sakuga, you know, but no stakes.
But I can't hold out. I must.
Getting a flashback, seeing the faces of her comrades, of her allies.
Please, just a bit more.
Flashbang by the way.
It's okay, Arise. You are no longer alone. Even if it is me, others will take up arms by your side.
K is behind her. This is like the trope of like Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball reference, the father-son Kamehameha, Oyako Kamehameha.
Okay. How is almost the same as Onisama's. No way, but the princess shouldn't be able to tap into that kind of power anymore. How did you even do it? This doesn't make sense.
It's the power of like Dragon Ball reference.
It is simple. You redirected all of Netzach's power into Markov, right? Same principle here. Use the entirety of Netzach's potential. And I'm using the entirety of the remaining 8 Sephiroth's potential on Arise. Honestly speaking, I strain myself more variability on. But I'm not off the running yet. That's not fair! Same goes to you. You ask me why I bring such suffering upon myself, Markov. That suffering is inevitable in this world where not even all names are ours to claim.
New music by the way as well.
But I have an answer for you now, Markov. It is because I changed my name. And so did K. Arise. I mean, that's actually correct, I suppose. Many sad things happen in life. I know that much too. I can understand such resentment against the person who put us here to begin with. But even so, Sensei told me something. That the thing that made them happiest was beating us, their students. And this is why
Or while I close up her face.
I think that alone makes life and everything that comes with it worth living. That miracle is like the flash of a supernova, blinding, but momentary. As long as we remember that flash, the light will be eternal. It is not that I'm happy because I've never suffered. It is that, despite everything we have gone through, I am happy.
Okay, and I'm sure that the same could be true for you too. Seems like the kids don't have like words. I could like counter against that.
Still?
I mean, not only like power is bigger, but also like the weight of their words. The standpoint is like more superior. This light. You see many frames like following up to her defeat. Get a flashbang into like shattering explosion. Kei and Arise collapsing. Arise! Kei! Kei can turn it like a little bit lower.
Sensei? Everyone? I'm okay. I'm completely fine. Just a little tired.
I wouldn't call that just a bit.
Are you guys okay? They're okay, right? Arise, Kei-chan.
That appears to be the case, seeing how they can express themselves well. It does not seem like they are in critical condition. I had like a moment when I was beaten up a little bit by Nere. But I faced no major issues from a comprehensive and holistic view. It's not about you, it's about them. Are you trying to console me or make fun of me here? It's okay sometimes. Just because something is true doesn't mean you should say it aloud. I see again. I see that language is quite difficult.
Arise and Kei, you did a great job. Let's absorb Marco's core data and then we'll go inside and retrieve absorb Netzach's core. And when that is done, Kei will reach max level and we'll finally close the book on the Steel Continent.
Yes, that sounds right. Shall we get moving then? Let's start with Markov. Huh? Shigan. Ein's like looking kind of like shocked.
Onisama?
And that is that. They won like the battle against Markov, but there's more going on. We can go further. Let's go. So it like fast forward you, shortcutted you into like the main story part here. Chapter 3, part 3 of like the Decagrammatons, only one episode that has been like unlocked for now. Sacrifice. So this is episode 11. Let's go. Sacrifice.
Wait, this is...
So we see a CG, not a animation frame, but a CG. You see the backs from like the Gakis looking upwards to like the tower. And there's like some yellowish like thing going around it. Like instability and so. On the power, on this yellow power thingy around that.
Could it be? Okay, are you okay?
There's something about to start. Just what could it be? The prophet data contained in this body. No, it's as if the prophets in the information suddenly alive and moving. Oh yeah, okay, we see like another CG of the sea continent. Here's the tower. There's like this ray of like yellow going upwards, but somewhere in the center it's like swirling around, like in this kind of cheese mukbang meme there. Where this dude put like a cheese fondue on like a choco like kind of thingy. But at some point like this cheese was like become too solid and then it's like swirled around like that. You can kind of imagine like that, like the things are like imbalanced and like getting out of control. That's like what I kind of like see here. The power.
No!
This is... What is happening to me?
Onisama! Onisama! Sister!
He's crying. No. No, 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 no. No, stop. Please stop. Onisama, all we wanted. So they're all crying, so this means like something's going to happen with her. Sacrifice is the chapter called. So she's like trying to wipe, maybe like, you know, sacrifice herself so that she can like eliminate Millennium. As the vessels complete, the chalice shall be filled. But the thing is, like, even though this might be a noble like sacrifice so that she can defeat their enemies, the thing is like, I don't really care about Malkov. Like if it was like Prena parts like Shioko, there was like some mystery and everything. And like actually some weight, but with Malkov, it doesn't, I don't really like feel much. They didn't make me care about her. Like while it's like bad for the kids, I suppose, you know, it's like not enough.
We need more time. I know we don't mean anything to you, but please take pity on our sister. She's only our Onisama.
I understand, but to be honest, I don't care.
She's the final Sephira. Big grief to you if you follow all that paths properly. Just a little more time. An hour, 10 minutes, even just 1 minute. You know and understand your desire. We are made to serve it, but...
Huh? What is that thing?
It appears to be a structure for some sort of ritual. A religious one, in particular. Called an altar, I believe? Why something like that there?
More importantly,
the entirety of this sea content is...
See at the core? Inside the, like where all the energy is coming from. And there's Malkov. It's a little bit funny looking, but I suppose, it's like one single thing in a big, like, kind of picture. If it does, must be. I see. However, this body, that is precisely why. I see. I don't see. I don't understand. What do you mean? I'm the final Sephira, the gate for those who pray, the foundation of the tree of life. I am the creation destined to travel all paths, to trans into the quadruple square. Censored. If this is my preordained destiny.
No!
Ein Sof or do what you must.
Huh? What we must, you mean? Dad, please, we'll do anything. We really do anything, so please don't take Oni-sama away from us. Aye, calm down. Aye, stop it, I know, but... Take me. If there must be sacrifice, it'll all be it. I'll die and Oni-sama's dead.
Okay. Like, Kei reacted to that. It remembers like how Arise was like ready to sacrifice herself. And like sees something in the kids in like this kind of moment reminds her of Arise, so maybe she's gonna change her, she's probably gonna change her mind. For me personally, I don't really care that much. Like it feels very empty. Like if she survives or not, it doesn't really matter much. But let them do what? Let them cook, I suppose. I'm self in awe. Thank you. However, such a path has not been written.
What? Then I'll write it. I'll die for you as many times as I need. As long as you live, Oni-sama. As long as you...
Please remember. Such a path is not written. For you were not gifted the mystics.
But the one who made us like this? In the first place, everything was...
Eins soft in awe. Please think about it. About our goal. Why we are here. But there's like image like her turrets. The Korban Ola sword of sacrifice. Ah, this is a sword. This is supposed to be a sword.
In the end, is it really...
Please, let me fulfill my duty. More crying? I'm not gonna read out Motomatopia. Thank you everyone, and I'm sorry. Farewell. Her eyes went like blank. Mine's eyes. This looks like a CG. So the sword is being like pierced into something that looks like a head. And like the part where it's like should be stabbing inside, there's like some kind of like hole, like a warp hole or so. There's like some pixels around there as well. So yeah.
Here, inscribe the first stigma. This is the commandment.
And there's a second sword. From Sofin.
Here, I inscribe the second stigma. This is the sign.
Or, I said like heads. And on the second was like looking like a sleeve, and it's like maybe the back.
Here, I inscribe the final stigma. This is the covenant. Thy will be done. We shall rejoice in it. On earth as it is in heaven. Thy kingdom come. As the vessels prepared, chalice will be filled from within.
Okay. Malkov's eyes are closed, and then it's like jumped into the next CG where she's like awakening and grinning as she gained like some power. And this is it, I think. Oh, we can continue further. It was episode 11. Oh, but I cancel? No, that's it. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty short, but it's pretty pretty I must like say, it is pretty Like the visuals were cool, animations were cool. Like they used like the tropes of like Goku and Gohan versus Cell, you know, like fast Kamehameha kind of. And Aris's philosophy, you know, on why living was like fundamentally stronger, you know. This wasn't even a question, you know, not even like high bar to beat. But yeah, but because of like kind of like this weak philosophy like from the prophets, I don't really like they played all their cards out, you know. It has its pros and cons. A lot of cons. Like the weight and the stakes are not real. But I'm gonna still like see what's gonna happen. The next update's gonna come tomorrow. We shall have like another part of the world raid here on the sea continent. And when this is done, then you can continue with the story. So you can only like wait for that. But tomorrow, since there will be an update on that, there will obviously be banners, and I will sure like pull on Armored Amy's and use this like banner that's gonna be coming tomorrow as well. And like it's got like something on UP and like cubes. So raise from 9 to 10, and from here from 4 to 5, like with those threes. So we are like a pretty strong like endpoint now. So that the battle should be like easier for now. But in any case, I'm gonna call it for now today with this gorilla stream. And I'm gonna wish you a nice rest of the day, evening, good night. Whatever times on the world you all are. With that, I'm gonna say bye bye.